Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica and today I will be doing my part 2 of my Korea haul. So I went to Jeju. Last week and I just flew back home yesterday and I have been up for a full 24 hours. Starting to get tired now, but I wanted to film everything before I go to bed for probably like 16 hours. Part 1 is my Olive Young haul and part 2 is like everything else. So things like souvenirs, other skincare and tea and stuff like that. So I did go to the Osulloc Tea Museum and the Innisfree Jeju house, which is, they're right next to each other. And I did pick up a few things, so I'm just going to go through those first. This is my bag from Osulloc. So I think if you've heard of Jeju, you've probably heard of Osulloc because it's very popular photo spot and also a popular place to go and get teas. And you can actually buy their tea in 7-Eleven and Olive Young. Starting with the first item, I picked up some green tea powder. This is culinary grade organic green tea powder, aka matcha. 40 grams. There's not a lot in here, but I know there's a matcha shortage. So actually when I was in Asia, I tried to pick up matcha wherever I could, but I didn't want to get too much, so I just got like one here and there. We originally bought 6 of these, but we gave away 2 to my sister-in-laws. So I guess we're keeping 2 and then we're giving 2 away to friends as well. For my in-laws, we purchased this Sejak. I'm probably mispronouncing a lot of these. Traditional premium green tea with a delicate scent. This is like young green tea leaves, and I figured that my in-laws would appreciate this one more than, you know, some of the other flavors like matcha or tangerine tea that I purchased, because this is more traditional and it's in a smaller bag because they have a ton of tea to go through from the other times we've gone abroad and purchased tea. For my parents, I purchased the Jeju Tangerine blended tea. My dad likes to dry out tangerines, like the peel, into little bowls and then put tea leaves in it and let it sit for a few days so that the tea leaves are like infused with a little bit of the tangerine flavor. And I'm not sure if that's the same concept with this. I think they would appreciate this, so I purchased a bag for them. And then I actually purchased 3 boxes of this. This is the Osulloc Marron Glace black tea. It's black tea with nutty roasted chestnut flavor. And I purchased originally 2 for myself and 1 for my brother and his girlfriend. And then I remembered that she's allergic to nuts. But he told me that her allergy to chestnuts is very mild and she could still drink this, but I didn't want to give her something that would cause an allergic reaction. So instead I'm giving her this tangerine blossom tea because she's not allergic to this. And because she said that she would prefer the flavor of this more. At least I like the smell of this. And actually, I believe the ones in these boxes you can actually purchase from 7-Eleven. And then next door we went to the Innisfree Jeju house. And actually this was the reason why I wanted to go to Jeju. When I was 18 years old, I went to Korea for the very first time. And I went to Innisfree and I saw a flyer for their Jeju house. And it looked amazing, like it was on an island by the ocean, you could go biking and stuff, and the food looked really good too. They do have a cafe there, but we already ate at the Osulloc Tea Museum, so we decided not to get food from the Innisfree cafe because they have more savory things, but the tea museum obviously has more tea flavored desserts and things. And I decided to pick up some cosmetics while we're there. Actually, this is all skincare. If you spent a certain amount of money, they gave you this bag. I don't remember what that threshold was, but I think it was 100,000 won. And I stocked up because the products there are a lot cheaper than they are here. Even though you can buy them online from Sephora, I think it was like over half the price, or like it was less than half the price there. I picked up the Innisfree Retinol Cica Repair Ampoule, and this is the smallest size they have. And it was pretty heavily discounted as well, so I think this is only $20 instead of like $50. And I heard this is good for when you do masks and stuff. I'm not really used to using retinols. I use like AHAs and BHAs in my serums and niacinamide, but I heard retinol's good for you. And I think I saw this one short where skincare places in Korea will use this to treat your skin with like putting this on and then steaming your face and then mixing this into like another mask to put on your face. So I wanted to try that out, and I got the smallest size because just in case I didn't like it. I actually purchased 6 of these. This is the Innisfree Green Tea Hyaluronic Glow Eye and Face Ball. So this is basically like an eye cream with a roller ball in it. I have the old packaging, which is see-through, and you can see how much product is left. This is pretty much brand new, so you can see the pump mechanism is at the bottom, but this one is not see-through. It's actually white, I believe. But since this was so much cheaper in Korea and I saw that these don't expire until 2028, I decided to stock up. And my brother also uses this eye cream, so if he wants one, then I will give him one. And because we spent 100,000 won, they gave us some free samples along with the bag. So they gave us the green tea energy mask, 2-pack. I don't really like single-use sheet masks, to be honest. I'll probably be giving this away. My mom likes sheet masks though, so I might just give this to her when she gets back from Asia. And then they also gave us this green tea Seed Hyaluronic Duo Kit, which comes with the serum and cream. Open this actually. Oh, it's so cute and little. I'm not really big fan of their new packaging. Like, I liked the colors on it before when it was green and purple, instead of just like, you know, now it's white and green. Like, this looks more basic and like medical like, instead of, you know, like fun skincare packaging, but whatever. As long as the product inside works. I'm probably going to save this for when I travel next, which is probably not happening for a while. I did go to Nature Republic as well, like a single standing store, because they don't really carry Nature Republic at Olive Young, at least not the ones I went to. And I purchased 3 of their Super Aqua Max watery creams. I do use this as a day moisturizer, or I was using it as a day moisturizer before I got an actual day moisturizer, since this is not meant to be a moisturizer. It's just meant to be a serum, but I feel like it's light enough for me to use as a moisturizer and it doesn't interfere with my makeup. So I purchased this as like backups for when I finish my other moisturizers, and it was on sale for 30% off, so I picked up 3. And I do like this product. I find that it is much lighter than the actual moisturizer. Take a shot for every time I said the word moisturizer. Whilst I was at Nature Republic, I also picked up 3 of their nail polishes because I do really like the formula. I feel like it's really forgiving. Oh, and I just realized how similar these are to the ones I bought in my other one. So I picked up this light blue nail polish and this deep like mahogany red color and this pretty pastel mint colored one. One thing I knew I wanted to get when I was in Jeju was a tangerine hat. I specifically wanted one with this little sprout on the top, but they only really had this one for the kids and I was kind of sad. But then I found this hat and it was perfect because this is like the cutest version of the bucket hat that I saw. And it fits my big head, so after I bought this, I stopped wearing my other hat that I brought to Korea and I started wearing this instead because it was windy and you can actually, you know, keep this on your head with this. I also purchased a set of Tangerine pajamas. I saw them online and I really, or not online, I saw them in someone else's video and I wanted a set. this is size XL, and I purchased a different set of their pajamas in XXL, and while the pants fit me, the top does not. Like, my chest is too big, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit into this. So I don't know if I should give it to my mom instead, but it also might not fit her top as well because, you know, large chests run in the family. So I don't know. I can always try it, and if it doesn't fit me, I'll offer it to someone. We went to Udo Island, which is like known as Peanut Island in Jeju, and it's like a short boat ride across. Rented some electric bikes, and we were biking around the island, and we stopped at a few shops to go in and take a look. I saw this. This is Hallabong toothpaste, and this is what the Hallabong looks like. To be honest, it looks like a Satsuma, but when we were in Jeju, like in Jeju City, we were able to buy 2 Hallabongs to try, and they were not good. They were very, very juicy, but they weren't sweet, and they didn't really have much of a flavor. I personally prefer Satsumas over Hallabong, but it also could have been because it wasn't the season. But I feel like the Satsumas I get in the fall are really, really tasty, and I know citrus season is in the winter. But anyways, yes, I picked up 3 of these, so we're going to give 2 away to friends. When my husband and I were on our way to a very famous abalone restaurant on the northeast side of Jeju Island, we passed by this one stall who was asking us like if we were there for the restaurant. We said yes, and they were next door to each other, and he said, oh, it's right there, and then he offered us like some free samples, and we ended up buying this partially because, you know, he was so friendly, and partially because it tasted really good. So this is Hallabong tea, and I think it's just syrup, and you mix it with hot water or like sparkling water to create a drink. And this was quite tasty. So that's why I thought that the Hallabong would taste better. These are all kind of in random order. So I picked up this pack of magnets for the fridge from Jeju. So it has these statues. I think they're called Doharbong. Yes, there's these little statues that are all over Jeju Island, and I think they're meant to be protectors. Yeah, guardian of the villages on Jeju Island. A little tangerine and a basket of tangerines. And my husband also picked up this one. I don't know if he got it for us or for someone else because he only bought one, and I already bought this one. So I think we're just gonna have 2 magnets. Actually, we're gonna have 3. For those of you who grew up playing MapleStory, there is a Nexon computer museum on Jeju Island. It's near Jeju City, and so we decided to stop by the gift shop and purchase some things. But by this point, I was like trying to be really careful with what we were buying because we took a budget airline, so we had to make sure that our luggage was not overweight. But we only bought a few things. So we have this MapleStory magnet. It's the mushroom. Nexon makes games other than MapleStory. So there's a Dave the Diver collaboration with Pink Bean, which is one of the most iconic MapleStory characters. And I bought this for my brother. So it's Pink Bean. I was trying to shake it to get it to turn around, but instead he decided to face the wall. And it's a stress ball. So I figured that this would be more useful than a keychain, and he loves both games, so I thought this would be nice for him. And his girlfriend loves Miffy, so I purchased 2 things. Actually, she only asked me for 1, but I decided to purchase the other. This is the one she requested. It's a Miffy keychain. And then here's the other one, which is also a keychain, but it's a tan Miffy because it's Jeju. I think if you go to Hawaii, you will also find a tan version of Miffy because they sell the tan version at like islands. So I picked up these 2. So she can have one and my brother can have one. And then for my parents, I bought this rice spoon. I don't know how they lost all their rice paddles, and then they took ours, and then I don't know what happened to them. But this one stands up on its own, and it's got the harbong as the base, and it says touching harbong's nose brings you good luck. So there, it's a rice paddle. And last thing in the bag is this sunscreen. This is the Veilment and Pokemon collaboration, and it is the UV Barrier Perfect Sun Cream SPF 50 plus PA++++. It's got a little picture of Squirtle running. The story behind this sunscreen, and the reason why no one talks about it, is because it leaves a white cast. So I originally bought one for myself when I was flying through Korea 2 years ago, or in 2023. Yeah, in October 2023, when I was passing through on a layover with my brother, and I saw Pokemon, I saw the sunscreen, and I was like, you know what, Asia makes good sunscreens. So I bought it, but it leaves a white cast. And my great aunt, who is 99 years old, saw my face, and she's like, what did you put on your face? Like, why are you so pale? You're so pretty. And I was like, it's sunscreen. So she was like, get me one the next time you're there. And I was like, okay. And I thought they wouldn't have it, but they do have it. So I got her this size, and it's a big size. It's just not meant for your face. I'm a little worried. I'm sure it's fine. Mine didn't say it was specifically for the face either, but she's probably going to be putting this all over her body anyways. But that's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed the hauls, and thank you for watching. I am ready to not spend money for a while. We just did a huge Costco run this morning because our fridge was completely empty. Like, we emptied it out before going to Asia, and I think we are all stocked up for the month. But yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!